Hi guys, welcome to my 3.1 list topic, which is it is another topic. We already completed the first step, second step, and this is the third step. So we already completed numbers, strings, and this is the list topic. It is another topic. So I will teach you about how to use this list, how to create lists, how to slice them, how to add items, how to delete them, or even all the operation I will show you, okay, in this class. Let me tell you about lists. So what is this list? Like Python knows is a number of compound data types used to group together their values. The most versatile is the list, which can be written as a list of comma separated values items like between square brackets. So list might certain items of different types, but usually the items all have the same type. I mean, so let me give you some example and let's get started the class. Okay, what is this list? Let's say we have numbers, or let's say addition or squares, or I don't know. Let's say um, multiplication. Let's say multiplication like that. So this is our list name, and we can just open this bracket. This bracket means is a list bracket, okay? We're using for the list. This bracket means when you see that, you can understand this is a list, okay? Okay, so now we have some items in this list. I mean, some members of the list. Um, let's get started. Let's say 1, 5, 12, maybe then 20, and 35. Let's say 35. So now we can just run that and we can see what this list look like, what it seems, how it seems. Run that. Yeah. As you can see, just give output with the list brackets again, right? Like that. It means it is list. So we can check it. We can say type and we can look what kind of data is, like data type is that. It's saying class list, right? Okay, we know this is list. Now let's get started to work on it. Close this one, close it. Okay. So now I will show you something like how we can access the items of this list. We can say easily multiplication and we can just open this bracket to just access to the value of this variable, I mean this things. So in this case, as we know, the computer is counting for the binary system. I mean, the computer thinks like into the binary system, not decimal. This one is the first, like one is this zero index for the computer, right? This one is first index, which is one. This one is second index, which is like for the decimal system, it is three, but for the computer, it is two. I hope you know about it. This is third, this is fourth for the computer, and for us, this is five. So for computer, we will think because we are reading our program. So I want to access that zero, I mean, the first value of the item. So item of the list. When we run that, we will not see anything because we need to add into the print because we are not working with the CMD in this case. Yeah. When you run that, yeah, the output will be 1, as you see. We already accessed that, right? Okay, let's do same thing from the reverse side. I want to say print multiplication, and then I'm doing -1. -1 means the 35. End of the list from the right to left, it is -1, this is -2, this is -3, this is -4, and this is -5. Let me prove you. When you say -5, if you run that, you will see again 1. As you see 0, it is equals to each other. How I can prove you that again? Let's take this one and put their equals like that, and just close that for a minute. Run that through. As you see, it is like equals to each other. When you say 1 and when you say for that 4, it will be equals to each other, right? 5 is equals to from left to right. From right to left, it is equals to that one. Minus 4 and 1 for like first index and minus first index. So as you understand, we can continue that. Let's close this one too. Come down. Let's do one more different thing. Let's say print. Let's say print and open that. Let's say multiplication again and access something into that. So we can say minus, let's say minus 2 and put this slicing operator. So what it means, it will count, like it will follow the after minus 2 index, the remainder part of this, the item, like the member of the list, it will just output. It means, let's say this is minus 1, this is minus 2. And we just saying, come minus 2. Yeah, it is minus 2. And show me output from minus 2 to minus 1. It means, right? If we add it to the other side, what will happen in this case? You're just saying before minus 2, I mean 1, this is minus 1, and this is minus 2. In this case, it will just show us this point, right? Let's run it and see. 1, 5, 12, because we're just saying don't show up like this point, like from 20 to 35, because we're slicing before minus 2 index. Minus 2 is here. We're just saying show me the before this number what we have in the list. Okay, if you do same thing from the other side with the slicing, it will show us 20 and 35, as you see, right? That's the way how we slicing it. Let's learn about it. It is just completing the value of the items, like value of the list, sorry, after the we indexing it. Okay. So the another one can be what? So we can do also one more thing. Let's close that too. Let's put them into the desk like that. It will look like better. We can say print multiplication again. Sorry, multiplication. And we can just put the slicing method. What it means? It means show me everything into the list, right? That means is that. Now you will confuse. Maybe you will say, why? Why this operator? So that's all. Like, let's say we saying name and we saying like something else like that. You saying, sorry, close that one. Let's say you saying age and you adding like some equals or even that one, right? Like this, for example. By the way, I'm not 31, just arbitrarily I added there. Okay, it means just show me everything in it. When you run that, you will see all items, all members of the list. You can see like that. That's the way. Okay? So this is another case you need to know. This is shadow copy. I mean, in the slicing method. So we can also add some members into this list. How we can do that? Let me show you. Close this one. Let's say, let's first say print, and after that, let's say multiplication. And now what I want to do, for example, I want to add this list some other list. Like, for example, let's say I want to add there like 45, 43, and 56, like that. We can do it. Look at that. In the string, something is so difficult because it's immutable. But in here, for the list, it is mutable. So for example, when you run that, can you see that? We already added our these two values end of this list. We just concatenate it with the plus, like that. We have another way we're using append. This is another built-in function to helping us to add their more values. But in this case, I'm just showing an easier way, like how we concatenating them. Okay, this is plus. Plus is the way we're doing that. Even if you say put two brackets, you will create another list. I mean, into this list. When you run that, you will see another list. So what it means, you can access this list now like that. Let's say we have multiplication and the zero index is this one, right? When you run zero, let's say zero, what will happen? Zero is one. But when you say, for example, I don't know, maybe six, let's say six. Do we have six? Let's see. Nothing there, right? Why? Let's do something different. Let's say this is A and close that one. Let's say close it, A, and let's say 5 or 6. Did you see that? So our fifth one is another list into the list, multiplication list. But okay, we just assign it into the another variable, but I will show you in clear way. Let me do that. Like let's say print, or even not say print. This is another method, but I will show you later. Okay, just don't like mixed up with that one. Multiplication, and let's put it there, and let's say all the values will be in here. Even we don't need to do it too. I mean, let's use there this plus operator and just make a new line, or even we can use another methods too, but just I'm showing you an easier way to don't mix up your mind. When you run that, what it's saying, not string, yeah, you can't concatenate them in that way, right? Because it's saying not string to the list. So can only concatenate list, not string. Where is the string? In here or in here? What if you say that one? What will happen? What do you think? Nothing change. One thing is in here string, or even we using this plus operator, it makes it string, isn't it? So okay, take this one from there. Just come down and do another print in easier way. I don't want to mix your mind. Let's tag it, close that, and do it like that. Okay, it is 1, 5, 12, 20, and 35, right? And I said, let's do it A. Now we just made it here like multiplication. This one, this list, plus this one, another list into the list, right? So now let's say this is A, or even we can just say A. I mean, let's do it like that. Okay. This is first the zero index. This is first index, second index, third index, fourth index, bam, fifth index. Fifth index is another list. And we can access the fifth index of the first value, like zero, like first value of the fifth index, like that. Run that and see. Bam, 43. As you see, this is like zero index of the our fifth index of the list member. Even if you add here one more list, let's do crazy things. I mean, not here, sorry. In here, with that one, I mean, let's do something like that, like that. Okay, this is another case. Now we can access the 25 into this list. Oh, what happened? Text object is not subscribable. Okay, let's do one more thing. I mean, in here, now as you see, first we access it, the first and the zero, it will be in this case 1 in this case. Maybe we can do another thing in here. So for example, all right, let's say 1 for example. Okay, this 56, right? When you say um 2, right? Yeah, this is third index, right? This list is the third index of the this member of the like fifth index. If you say 2, now you will see we have 12 and 25 as you see here. Now I want to access is the first value of the this list, concatenated list. It is 12, right? Let's see. Bam. So as you see, we can do many more accessing point to just access these guys. So even we have another way, like we can do something different. Let's say close that, this one too, like all of them up. Let's say we have some numbers in different lists. So what I mean, let's create another list into this list. By the way, it is now vector. So it is matrix. So in different way we working with it, and you will learn about when you start to numpy or another things. You will learn about it. Okay. In physics, also you know that like the first one, they just like empty list is recognizing different, and like two list is making it vector, and the third one is making matrix. Okay, let's say we have another values in here like this one, this one, this one, let's say this one, and this one. Anyway, something else like that. Or let's say one more, or this one. So guys, now we can do something amazing in here. Let me say print, sorry, it is big, print, and then let's say multiplication, open that. Now you want to do something more. Let's say run it, see what will happen. We have two lists as you see, right? What if I say that one? 0, show me into the 0 index, which is 0 index is that. Show me the all items into that. 1, 5, 12, 20, and blah, blah, blah. This is the first item. Yeah, we used slice system to see everything. Even we can say 2 like that, and we can see after 2 index all the things, or even if we say -2, we can see after -2 what we have there, right? 20 and 35. This is the way. What if I do something different? Let me try something different in here. For example, we want to access each item of the two list into the list. How we can do that? This is like a list which is we accessing, right? What if I say like what, let's say something like that. What will happen? It's just showing me that one, right? In here. What if I want to look the values together after some number for both of them? How we can do that? What do you think? How we can do it? This is list, right? Multiplication list. And I want to see after 1 or after 32 all the item there. How I can do that? Let's put another list into that, and let's do slicing. Does it work? No. Why? It's saying was not closed. No. Why? Let's say 0. What will happen? Nothing. It's saying list indices must be integers or slices or not list. Yeah, it means you can't add here that one, right? Cool. So let's do it something like that, but we don't have any accessing value. if you add it here, and let's say 0, 1, 5, and blah blah blah, right? But why this first index in here? It's showing us that one. But if you say that one again, showing everything, right? But first we index it in here. The second one is we index it again, same things, the second time, each time, doing same stuff. What if I say 1 after 1? It is still where? Here, right? What you come here and do it like that, that works? It's the same. It is still here, right? Nothing changed. So even you can use this system to check just all the values in the list, okay? Like the way is we can access all the values in this way, okay? We're just using list, and then we're just adding our list slices even to check everything, or we can just access first list into the list, and after that we can go again in here and we can put there some value to access the another thing. Yeah, that's the way. Like we can do something like that and we can just run it and we can see the value into the list what we have there. So you can use it like that, okay? Always you can work with them like that. Even if you say, like if you come back to the here, if you say show me after 2, nothing there, because in the index of 2 is nothing there, because we have 0 and 1 index, first index and second index, that's all. So if you have another list, like more lists, like each time, you can use this method. Like what? Let's say you have another one into that one, like that, and another one into that one, another one into that one. Now let me show you one more thing. Let's say run that. As you see, the things is changed. Can you see that? So we accessed many more things now. It's just showing a lot of things. So let's say it is 1 first index, because we are now into the first index, and as you see we have 4 more indexes there, and you want to see after 1 all these indexes. When you say that and delete this one again and just run that, you can see all these guys again there, right? And if you say 5 or 4, number change it, only 24 in here, and this one is there, right? The closing point is there, and the 24 is the alone there, with just alone item. So you can access all of them guys with this way. Let's say 0 again, and access 32 in that way, like that. So okay, this is another case how you can work with them. I just showed you. Let's continue with another one. What can we do more? We can also assign a new value into the list. For example, let's say we have in here multiplication, by the way. Let's delete this guys. Okay, like that. Right. Come back to the here and put one more list. Okay. So what can we do? We can say, by the way, delete this one too. Yeah. Let's say I want to add there some value. For example, let's go a little up. So print multiplication, or not print, let's say new list, or new multiplication, like multi, say, yeah. Now let's say multiplication. Now I want to change 5, 12, and 20 with the different values. Let's say 7, 15, 25. How I can do it? I can open this list bracket. We can slice it. This is zero index, this is first index. Yeah, we need to slice from first index. So it is 1. And we will put slicing method in here. So this operator, and let's say this is the second one, this is third one. Yeah, this is third one. We will say and it to the third one, it will be 5, I mean, in this case. But we will use 4. So it will take the items from 1, 2, 3, like 4 will be that one. It will give us the 3 value from there, right? 5, 12, and 20. Now I want to change them with another one. So how we can do it? Let's do it with the print, maybe it will be good. Okay. Maybe not print, sorry. My mind is stopped. And let's make there again equals. By the way, why are we using their equals again? Okay, let's say equals and then change it with the different list members. Let's say 77, 15, and 25. Okay, this is the way how we can do it. Now, when you run this new multip, what will happen? 7, 15, 25, right? What if I run multiplication in this case? What will happen? As you see, we added new values. Why it is new values? Did you think about that? Why it is like that? Because we need to add here not list, just values. Like that. Let's say 15, 25. Do you think it works? It's still there. Why? Let's close that one. Do it like that and just run multiplication. It is still same. We didn't change anything between these numbers. Why it works like that? Let's do it in clear way, guys. Let's go there again. Let's say 0, close that. First value is, we know, by the way, we have two list indexes here. I'm sorry, I just forgot that. Delete this one too. Now do same stuff there again. Okay, hack this one too. For that we mixed up. I'm just checking it. When you run that, as you see, 1, 5, 12, 20, 35. Now it is 1, 7, 15, and 25 because we just sliced it from 1 to 4, fourth index. So which means from here to here, but from here to end is here. So it will tag this three value. 5, 12, 20 is changed with the 15, 25, and 35. Yes, yes. But where is the that one? You can't see that one, 35. We have 5 members. Now it is in here. And we have the last one is 35. Nothing changed. We just changed this with the this. Right? Cool. We can even change only one value too. But if you say 0 and if you try like that, what will happen? Look. It will add their tuple. This different. Right? But we can access it too. Can we do? Let's say 0. Can we access it? Yes, we can, but we can't change anything into that. It is just a way, like we can access, nothing more than this. All right, this is another way we're working with. Okay, now we have append method. What we are doing with the append. So, for example, I want to add some different things into this, like multiplication. So, for example, let's say print, or even can we say print or do another, maybe print is better. So let's say multiplication And then I want to add there something. We can use append. Append is amazing for the list. We can add the items or the values end of the list. Okay? Not first index, not second index, end of the list. So in this case, how it works? It's so easy. I want to multiply 5 with the, where are you? My God. Yes, with the 3. And I want to append it end of the list after 35. What will happen? It is 15, right? Let's do something different. Maybe 7. It's 35. Let's do 9, 8, 40. When you run that, it will say none. Why it is none? Let's think about it. Why it says none? This is our list, and we want to append it end of the list, and it says none. What we did wrong in here, and it says like it is wrong operation. Maybe it's about print. Do you think that? Or we just forget something? But if we delete this one, and if you say A for that, if you run A, see, none. Why it gives us that one? Why? What if you say 45 directly? Still none. Do you think something wrong in here? Let's run again. None. Why we can't add new value into that list? What is wrong in here? Let's close that one. This is our multiplication list. It happened in here, and still we have some different things. So let's say A is like, yes, 24 times like 3, like that. And say A and say multiplication. Run that. My God, it works. Did you see that? First, you need to assign into like our multiplication into the value. By the way, you can do it like that too. Do you think it works? Same, nothing changed. First, you need to add your results or assign your results into the variable, and after that, you can add your variable into the append. You can't add there some numbers. It doesn't work. Okay? In the VS Code, for example, if you try it into the CMD, maybe it works. Even if you add there like a lot of things like that, it will add there again. Yes, like that, float numbers. And even you can add B, let's say B is like 15, like that. And do you think you can add B2 there? No, it tags only one argument, okay? Only A. If you want to add more, you can just come back to the here and you can come down and you can say B. Then it works. Yes, no, 12 is there. This is another way how you can add the values end of the list, not first index, not second index, end of the list. Okay, don't forget that when you use append, it's just adding end of the list. Now let's look for the ladders. For example, let's say we have ladders. Now we already done everything with the numbers into the list. Now we can work with the ladders. Let's say we have again list and we have some ladders. Example B, for example C, for example D, for example E, and F, and G, and I don't know, like we can add more, but it's okay. Like we don't need to add more. So when you run that, it will give you again same output, letters in this case. As you see in here, we already get output like that, right? Everything into that, and it is list. If you run, if you check the type, it is again list. So just don't confuse when you add their string. So it will not change the type of the list. It is still list. Okay. So let's close that. Let's do same things to just check what's going on here. So we can apply same things for that one too. By the way, let's bring same letters. Let's say print for the output letters. Let's say I want to access the first index. It will give us A, right? If you say minus 6, maybe minus 6 is the last one, or B, yeah, 7. It will be same A, right? Okay, this is another case how we access the string into the list or the member of the list. Now let's say you want to replace the some values of the list. How we can do that? We can do it in this way. We can say new or replace rip list. Let's say rip list. This is our variable name for using that. Now we can say ladders and we can slice it. For example, I want to slice from CDE from here. For example, it is first index, it is like zero index, it is first index, it is second index. All right, let's put second index to slice it to this is third index, it is fourth index until here it will be 5, but it is the end of the A E, right? So this is 5. So we will take between 2 to 5. I mean, what we have between 2 to 5. So we have C, D, and E between 2 and 5, right? It is fifth index. And but we are not taking it. We saying until that, until F, which is we have E. And we can just say what, we can add new one. But I will show you another one point. We will do that and you will confuse again. You'll say why it's saying none. Do you think it will say none or not? Let's say rip, not return, rip list. When you run that, yes, it gives us that one, but we want to see the letters, not this one. Aha! It's just showing us amazing thing. A, B, right. Upper C, upper D, and upper E. It works. We just slice it, and after that we change it. We replace it, the CDE, like the lower, with the upper, right? That's another case, guys. You can work with this like that. In the future, it will help you when you program something. For now, maybe it will look like it seems like some stupid job, but in the future, it will help you. For example, let's say I don't want to add anything there. So what can I do? I can just say empty rep. Let's say empty rep like that and use it like that. And we just putting here this empty list brackets. So it means like we don't want to add any values between 2 to 5. I mean, CDE will be like remove it in this case. Let's try. When you say empty wrap, it will be nothing like a list. And if we check ladders now, yes, we can see nothing again between like after B, we can't see CDE because we already ignore it. We already removed it with the slicing method. Now, as you see, A, B, F, G, A, B, CDE is not there because we just make empty list, and FG, it's continue with the FG. Okay, this is the another case, guys. We can do it like that. All right, I hope you get it. So what can we do more? Even we can remove all of them with that way. What can we say? We can say print, for example, not print, maybe we can say new empty list like that. And we can just say letters, and we can use this one, slicing, like show me all of them and make them empty. So the list will be empty now. So when you say print new empty list, nothing. Even if you check also letters, nothing too. Everything remove it. If you say append, let's do some practice. Let's say again letters, not letters. Yeah, let's say letters, maybe. What will happen? Still nothing, none, right? Because we don't have anything. So let's come here and say A is like 12. When you run that, nothing. At A, nothing. Still nothing. Why nothing is still nothing? Our A is in here. But if you say like that, what will happen? Nothing too. It's still working in here, right? Let's close that and do it like that. It still continue with the nothing. So because you can't add it with the list, do it on the value like that. When you run that, none will continue. Do you think it's about print? Do you think it like that? What if you say B, and if we come here, delete this one, and if you say print B, in this case, like that, when you run it, none. Why? Why? We just adding 12. It was a string. Why are we doing that? What if we say like G, still continue with the none? Why doing that like that? Why it does? So what's happening in here? Why it's not like appending this one to the ladders? Ladders is here, and we just deleted everything from there. Do you think something wrong in here? Let's say print ladders. Print ladders. All the things there, right? Let's say append. Let's say G. Nothing. Still nothing. Why? I didn't get it, right? You didn't get it. Sorry. So if we say like A is, for example, T, and add this A to there, will show you nothing because you can't apply for the string. Two, right? So in this case, if you make it numbers like 12, and if you delete this, guys, if you add there some numbers, for example, like that, what if you do it? Same things, still showing nothing. Do you think it's about program? What about it? Append is not working in here, right? That's the problem. And we all of the time we talking about it, and we can't fix it, right? Do you think we have something same up? No, nothing there. And it's still same. We didn't add any value into that. But we did it before. So when you run this, it will give you these values. But when you try to add this one, let's say like 12, run that, it will add it there. But when you try dot append, it, it didn't add anything there. Not right? Nothing. Even if you try with the A, nothing. It's about program. It should work, right? Normally, we making it like that and it should work because we tried it up in here and it works. No, it didn't work. Why? We already done it in here, right? Let's say open that one, open that one, and come back to the here, open that one. When you run it, just close this guys. That's one too. When you run that, what will happen? A is not defined. Sorry. Take this one too. Run this. It's there. But why the other one is not there? For the alone, what if we delete this guys? Still there. About program, right? Everything same, nothing changed. So let's do same job. Come back to the here, and this one is there, and 12 is there. When you do that, when you add a, max you none. So why none? Let's think about that. Maybe it's about that. What do you think? All right, we fix it. Let's do it. Let's say letters. It's here. Oh my God. Now let's do something more. What I'm gonna show you. Let's take the like that back and say, let's say H. Come back to the here, say A, delete this print because if you apply with the print, it will not work anymore. Say letters, run that, see solution. H is there. You can append anything you want, but don't do it with the print. You can't display out that one. Just do it like that. Or even, do you think if you make it like that, if it works? None. You can't. Assignment is not working because you're just working on this ladders. You want to display ladders again. But maybe you want to say like that, hey, okay, when I want to display out how I can do it, you can just display out ladders after you um make their, I mean, something as what do you calling it, like manipulation. Yes, manipulation. You're just manipulating that letters with another things, like you just putting this one like a ghost, and you just manipulating letters and just changing something for a while to work on it, okay? But it's not changing in this way. Just you can change it with the that method, for example, like let's say between 6 to like 5 7, and you can just make equals, and in this case if you say a, now if you come down, let's say for that, like it is c, for example, if you come down, if you say print, if you say c, let's look at that. Bam, is there, right? C, ladders between 5 and 7. What if I say ladders again in here? Ladders, h is now there, right? What if you make it like 0 in this case? H is now in here. You can do it like that. Don't forget, when you use append, append is just helping you to work only on the ladders. Like you need to say ladders dot append, not print ladders something else, or even not with the variable too. Okay? But when you want to assign a new value into the index, then you can use variables there. That's the another case. Yes, this is the another one. The last one can be what I can show you also about len building function. We can just check with the print the length of the list. Length of the list is letters. Let's take this letters into this len. We can just check it. You have 7 items. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have 7 items. Even if we add more, it will show us more. Len is helping us to see how many items into our list. Okay? This is length. We already know about count. Count is different one, which is counting the, like, specifically what we want to count, and we're using for the string. But the len is just uh, we're using for the even strings, even the list, even everything, even the numbers for about everything. Okay. So it is possible to nest list, create lists containing other lists too. For example, let's say we have again ladders, and we just want to do something else like that. Let's say even we have ladders, close that one, come down a little bit, and I just want to say maybe we can add one more. So yeah, I think we can. Maybe we can create a new one. Let me just close that one. Let's say sorry. Let's say a, like, let's say hello. Let's do something different, not the things, like not the only letters. Let's do words. Let's say this, and let's say after hello, half, and let's say R, and let's say U, like that. By the way, make it also upper. Now let's do with the B again. Let's say we have also B, and B is like I am good, good. Or even you can say again hello, like that, and you can just separate it. Close that one. Now let's say we want to create another list with the Y. Let's say Y. This is our, or just say A B concat. Like, this is another list. We're just saying what, open this bracket. We will now add this two list into the AB concat list. We will say A and comma B. Yes, we can add them into the list in this way. So now if you run that, you will see your two list into that, like app concat, like that. When you run that, hello in here. Hello, how are you? This is our first list. This is second one. Hello, I am good. This is second one. Even we can access the first index of this one, and even we can say the first value is the how. We know that, and it will show you how, right? And even if you like, if you want, you can do also one more thing. Let's say you can say, let's do it like that. Do you think it works in some way? So let's say again app concat and do one, and let's say one again. Run it and see what will happen. How and I. We use new line like to bring it down. As you see, the zero index is this one is AB in total. In here you can see hello, how are you? This is the first list, and this is the second list. We concatenate it, and we're just accessing the first index, zero index of the first, the all list. It is hello, how are you? And we just index it with the first. It means it is how, right? Zero, one, this one, how. And we applied same things for the first index, which is this is second list in here, and we just applied again first index. It gives us I, zero, first, like zero's first index, right? I. We just displayed out how and I. So even we can do many more things in with them, but that's all for this class. We will continue with the more examples in the future, like in another classes. You will be familiar with the list a lot than today. So this is just some introduction for about list. I just showed you like how you can make some operation with it. And yeah, that's all for about this class. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy it, and see you in another unit. Another unit will be about control flow tools, which is if statements, for statements, the range function, and break, continue, else clauses and loops, pass, match, defining more on defining functions, and summary again like that. But first, we'll start with if statements. See you there. We already completed our first unit, so which is numbers, string, in the list. Now let's continue with the another unit, second unit, with the more control flow tools. And the first topic is the if statements. Bye bye. Thank you for the watch.